Hey guys, so I was sitting and I was like, what is a good idea for my next YouTube video? Because as you guys know, I'm just starting up again, so I'm trying to find new ideas and things that I think would help and things that would interest you guys. So I decided I'm going to do a how to get through high school. It's specifically high school because I am a senior in high school this year. How to get through high school, but I guess you can use these for any place you go. So I just wanted to make this video because if you guys know, if you've ever heard of senioritis, it's real. It's real. Senioritis is, it's just so, you're tired all the time, you want to eat all the time, you never want to do work, you want to go home 99.9% of the day. It's just terrible. I was sitting here and I was thinking, what are some things that I would want somebody to tell me that may have previously experienced senioritis and how did they get through it? So that's what I'm doing. I am not graduated yet, but although I have senioritis, I feel like there are a few things that I've done that have kind of made the school year a little easier, so I thought maybe I would just share it with you guys. The first thing is to stay on top of your work. I know that sounds like, oh, of course, like what else would we do? No, I promise you, I say that so much. I honestly am telling you that if you stay on top of your work, it'll make stuff so much easier. If you're like me, you're big on procrastination. I procrastinate all the time. I don't care if I got an assignment 5 months ahead. Guess when it's getting done? The night before, which is a problem. You have to stay on top of your work. You cannot let things pass. You can't, oh, I'll do it later. That whole thing, gotta go. You need to do the work. The second thing is communicating with your teachers. One thing that I've discovered about teachers over the years is that they are very big on communication. If you communicate with them, it's showing them that you're engaging in the things that they're teaching and that you care about the grades you get in the class. For the students who just kind of do the, oh, you know, I missed the assignment, but, you know, can I do it now even though it was 3 months ago? No, it's not gonna work. I promise you it's not gonna work. You have to make sure that you're constantly communicating with your teachers and letting them know, hey, I'm in your class, I may not like the subject, but I'm willing to get the good grade. The next thing is having a game plan. Having a game plan to me means looking ahead and saying, okay, how am I gonna do this? If you just wait for the date to come and then you try to plan all quickly, it can work still, but chances are you'll be a bit more stressed, it'll be a little bit more unorganized. It's better to think ahead. Once you get the assignment, plan out your week, plan out how you're gonna get it done, and get it done. Simple as that. Next thing, check your calendar. And this can go along with a planner as well, but if you have a calendar, for example, I don't use a planner, I just use my calendars that my teachers give. Look at the calendar, and that way you constantly know what's due, when it's due. It'll help so much because most people, you know, oh, I'll be fine, I'll just remember, or oh, da-da-da. No, trust me, the calendar will be your best friend because when you're sitting and you're like, wait, what was I supposed to do? If you just look at the calendar, it'll tell you when it's due, it'll tell you what you were supposed to do, everything. Next thing, don't stress out. Don't do it. I know that sounds like you just told me we had senioritis, now you're telling me not to stress. I am. Don't stress. Calm down, get through the year. I've had multiple people stressing and, you know, oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna. Don't do it because all you're doing is setting yourself up for failure. You're capable of doing way more than you think you can when you're stressing. So just don't stress, but stay on top of things. That doesn't mean be chill and oh, whatever, we'll just see what happens. No, you still need to work, but don't stress out. The next thing is to stay disciplined. That could be a little tricky because sometimes, I mean, not everyone has people that will continue to keep pushing them to do better. So I know that it can be hard to stay disciplined yourself. For those of you who have a strong, you know, support system that's trying to keep you going through school, it's a lot easier for you because then it's easier to stay disciplined. But for those of you who might be a bit more independent, make sure that you stay disciplined because if you start going easy on yourself and just thinking, oh, I'll just do the next one, trust me, it's gonna all catch up to you and you're gonna wish that you had worked harder before. And then the last thing that I can think of would be to surround yourself with positive people who are pushing ahead and trying to go into the right direction. I'm not trying to, like, you know, teach you guys, I'm not trying to be your mother, whatever. I'm just telling you that I know for a fact that if you surround yourself with negative people who at school who are not driven to do anything, it's gonna start pulling you back, whether you like it or not. I know that, you know, through all my years of school, not necessarily this year, but through all my years of school, I've surrounded myself with all kinds of different people. It's a very significant difference between the people that were not working as hard and the people that are working hard and trying to graduate and trying to get through school. You always hear people say, be careful who you hang around, you know, the company you keep, all that stuff. It's so true. It really is, because if your friends are constantly saying, oh, you know, let's ditch. Oh, let's just, you know, not do the work today. You'll start doing it, whether you like it or not. And that's just something that's very important. Not saying you can't be friends with those people, but make sure you at least have a few people that are, you know, staying focused, that want to see you do well as themselves, because you guys can then build off of each other, and it helps a lot. I hope some of this stuff helped you. It's just kind of stuff that I thought about, you know, like what is helping me through this year, because like I said, as much as I have senioritis, I feel like I'm not doing as bad as I thought, just because of these things that I'm trying to do. Because over the high school years, I've been the procrastinator. I still kind of am, I'm not gonna lie. I've been the person who doesn't write things down. Now that it's all coming to the end, I'm like, okay, let me try doing these things. And all of them are really helping me. So I hope that it helps you guys. I hope you'll try to apply some of these things. It'll make a world of a difference. For those of you who are a senior, 2014, you guys continue to work hard, and that you're able to walk at the end with pride and confidence, and that you'll look back at this and say, that wasn't even that bad. And while the other people are having senioritis, pulling their hair out, because you did all, not just these things, but other things as well, you can walk down with confidence knowing that you did your best. So I hope you guys will take some of this to mind, and that you will apply it to your high school years. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.